series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the Rams sideline is Sean McVay. This guy's in a bit of a hole here, 2-4 through 6 games. Then on the other side, you got Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guy's the designated home team here in the English capital. Charles Davis, a big crowd on hand. They love American football here in the English capital. We're underway from Wembley. A solid stiff arm. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by a man who rewrote Brett Favre's passing records at Southern Miss. It's Nick Mullins.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard the criticism. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be the starter, and he absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show that he belongs in this spot.
Second down and 6 now for the 26. He'll look to throw. But he takes it up to the 40.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
On first and 10, it's ETN. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Now a second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the ball is knocked out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
14. And the Rams first down.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Now a second and 2. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
And it's third down.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Los Angeles.
Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by the Kyren Williams touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jaguars offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And he's run the ball well to this point in the season, right there in the mix for NFL leaders in rushing. Tony Field came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And
pressure coming in. They got it once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. It's taken to the 26. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. They run it again with Williams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. That's complete to his tight end Higbee. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here.
55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Jaguars 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Staff
the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
2nd and 10. Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Rams.
Stafford. And with a hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And this won't be enough. Stop the yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So you know the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Brown. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts
4 yards.
as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him get too much. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of lining him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Back to throw again. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here.
A 58-yard
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And the deficit will hold pat at 13. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And it's complete to Adams. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Rams.
To throw is Stafford. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
For the Rams field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Rams to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he works his way forward for a couple on past the 30. And quickly they get to the line. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. That'll be taken about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. But he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now we give up the middle to Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Corum now on 1st and 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Blake Corum, his first touchdown of the year. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Jaguars, first down.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he stopped immediately there. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Unfortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down. At the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 9.
Stafford now to throw. And it is caught. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. They're going to look to throw. And the Rams get it. They bring him down. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to him. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A short throw taken in by Laura. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Going for it. Here's Etienne. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain.
Taken down at the 41. Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down at the 33. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 8.
Here's Stafford.
Well,
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jaguars will take over possession here up at the 44. Looking to put a drive together.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Now Etienne is starting to drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
He'll look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. They'll go for it. Here's Wolford. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Thomas Jr. Incomplete. It's a turnover on downs.
They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead will give up the middle to Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Stafford going to throw it.
42-yard line.
That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Rams 1st down.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Down to about the 22 here. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. That kind of puts the ball on what has, and now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review, and this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll go again with ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Loss of 2 yards.
So the LA Rams with a victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Rams, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing like October football. Welcome in, everyone. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 6. I'm Scott Hanson. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin out in Las Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Tennessee Titans. And this is Calvin Ridley. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. 54 yards for the score. The Titans are playing well. They improved to 5-1 with this victory. From there, remember this game from last year? It's the rematch of the Hail Maryland, the Bears and Commanders. And this is shades of 1985. The Bears defense getting it done. They knock the football out, force the fumble, scoop it, and they're taking it back the other way. What a game-changing play. Touchdown. The Bears turned this one into a laugher, a lopsided shutout win. One more to tell you about, the Broncos and Jets. This one took place in London. And this is Garrett Wilson. They get the ball out to him on the left side, and then watch the footwork from there. 74 yards to the end zone. The Jets run their winning streak to 5 straight as they get another W. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hanson in Orlando, good night from all of us at EA Sports.